Today, we will explore the daily life of the largest family in Yakutsk, a family of 22 children who call this extreme place home. Alexander Pavlov, the father of the house, starts his day bright and early, heading outside to gather ice to make sure his family has enough clean drinking water. Raising 22 children is a challenging task, and it's even more challenging in a place like Yakutsk. Alexander and his family live in the suburbs of the city, where, like many others, they face the challenge of not having access to the central water supply. Instead, Alexander's family depends on water reserve containers to store the water needed for their daily activities.
Настя, Рамина, Настя, садик.
Meanwhile, Oksana is waking up their children. Oksana and Alexander are loving parents to a total of 22 children, with 18 of them being adopted. Their family spans a wide age range from the eldest, who is 37 years old, to the youngest, who is just 6 years old. The youngest members of their family are Sofia, Ramina, and Nastya. Ramina is 9 years old and attends the local primary school, while 6 years old Nastya goes to a nursery next to their home. Today, Ramina has a day off from school because her primary school doesn't work when it's minus 45 degrees outside. However, the nursery continues to operate even when it's as cold as minus 55 degrees. So Nastya still has to go to nursery. Today, the temperature outside is minus 48 degrees, which is quite common in Yakutia. As part of Alexander's morning routine is to check the heating in their home to ensure his family stays warm on this ice-cold morning in Yakutsk. Despite the extreme cold, Alexander and his family rely on 2 gas boilers to keep their home comfortably warm at 25 degrees. Considering the size of their 3,800 square foot home, heating costs are quite reasonable, around $200 a month. 7:40 in the morning. All the kids are finally awake. It's time to get ready for school, nursery, and university. The Pavlov family has 14 kids living with them now. 8 of them are married and have their own families, but often come to visit their parents. Despite having a big house, the Pavlos family still faces the daily challenge of a bathroom queue each morning.
Bu biyilik kısmet ayılanı.
Жана борон, мен атым Давид, мен hbse составпын.
Мен атым Руслан, мен составпын.
Мен Настя Филиппова, 6 лет.
Мен Филиппова Рамина, 6 составпын.
Скажи мне 6.
А вы? Я забыла то. Мен атым Жанна, 11 составпын.
Мен atım Коля, 12 составпын.
Мен атым Августана, 16 составпын.
Мен атым Арчелана, 14 составпын.
Мен атым Лёня, 13 составпын.
Мен атым Саша, 19 составпын. Мен атым Вова, 17 составпын.
Мен атым Юлия, 22 составпын.
Атым София, 6 составпын.
While children are busy with their morning routines, Oksana is making breakfast. Traditional Yakutian pancakes is a high-energy food that keep them warm during cold days. Managing schedules and responsibilities for such a large family can be overwhelming, so establishing routines and delegating tasks is essential, and Oksana's children are always eager to help.
How you doing? I'm good.
Now it's time for breakfast. With just one kitchen in the Pavlov family, space is limited and can't comfortably feed everyone at once. So they found a way. They were eating in a two-row with the youngest children eating first, followed by the oldest.
Astaan iti isokonub. Ikitingin sulaka maingkat. Inonnaw iti ay kakarstawon egetir ililijuda. Antan bu elban. Usetas o.
Died recently are younger than me.
If I remember, you constructed this board in this way so that when you left, you could take it with you.
Yeah. But everybody says, well, what are you going to do with it if you don't leave? I said, well, I'm going to leave it there and they can deal with it. I don't care. You know, you're dead, you're dead. You can't take it with you.
It's good seeing you again, Rick.
Yeah, you too. Been 5 years.
5 years.
Somebody told me last time I talked to him that you was 5 years older than me.
I think that's probably right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you look in good shape.
I'm going to be all right.
2 years after Rick Parrish's conviction, the criminal code changed, allowing for lighter sentences. That means he would have been a free man today. Instead, Rick Parrish knows he'll probably die in this place. My visit to this prison was nearly at an end. The 5-week lockdown played havoc with prison routine and family visits. Now,
have you ever seen the documentary known as The 13th? 13th? It's about the 13th Amendment. So I don't know if I can. Oh, I think it is on Netflix. But maybe they do have all of it. All right, I'll show the trailer first because it's well done. It's about the 13th Amendment. It's about prison and how people are charged. So here it is.
1 out of 4 human beings with their hands on bars, shackled, in the world are locked up here in the land of the free.
Khalif Browder was walking home from a party when he was stopped by police.
Then they said, we're going to take you to the precinct, and most likely we're going to let you go home. And then I never went home.
13th Amendment to the Constitution makes it unconstitutional for someone to be held as a slave. There are exceptions, including criminals.
The loophole was immediately exploited. What you got after that was a rapid transition to a mythology of Black criminality.
Some people got the real problem. Animals, beasts that needed to be controlled.
You better believe it.
I'm only human.
It became virtually impossible for a politician to run and appear soft on crime.
The kinds of kids that are called super predators.
Millions of dollars will be allocated for prison and jail facilities.
3 strikes and you are out.
It was an enormous burden on the Black community, but it also violated a sense of core fairness.
Some people got the real
States were required to keep these prisons filled, even if nobody was committing a crime.
Some
it's so difficult to talk about mass incarceration because it has become heavily monetized. The focus is on taking people from prison, putting them in community corrections, parole, and probation.
How much progress is it really? Now there's a private company making money off the GPS monitor.
We now have more African Americans under criminal supervision than all the slaves back in the 1850s.
We are the products of the history that our ancestors chose. Products of that set of choices that we have to understand in order to escape from.
I'm only human after all, don't put the blame on me.
So if you're able to watch it, it's a well done documentary about the 13th Amendment. I don't know if I can show it without it
Over years, over decades,
killing
to
my
believe that Black men in particular,
my
and
YouTube
Black
channel.
people in general, are
It is free on YouTube, believe it or not. My goal was to still finish up chapter 7. I know we were at the tail end of it. Did you have any questions about your paper?
No, I'm
Is-
still doing it while finishing it up. This is basically writing about your life, right?
Yeah. And then adding in a theory and then just stuff from the teachings of the class. Do you have any other final paper classes, or are they all test classes?
Mostly test classes.
Okay. What week do they do all of that? Like in 2 weeks from today?
Yeah.
Ooh. So that'll be the 16th, right? What's going to be your worst one?
I honestly don't know because it all seems pretty easy. If anything, that'll probably be my
That's good.
introductory to sociology, just because I don't
Mhm.
know what's going to be like be on it.
That's good. Well, I know we've covered a lot of this. Okay, yeah, adolescence. And so this goes even into college, like with mental health disorders, adolescents often internalize problems. So that's like depression. Suicide is the third leading cause of death. The average onset of depression is 13 to 15. So externalizing problems, there's 25% referred for delinquency and conduct problems. So that would be normative delinquency. It peaks around 16. It's higher in boys. Minorities, younger delinquents are riskier. Deviant behavior occurs at early ages. The problem is seen as conduct disorder. And then the family intervention and social skills training are most effective treatments. So a lot of times as a social worker, we go into the homes and work with the entire family and see what you can work with on them there. The 3 developmental tasks of the family is to get kids autonomous. So autonomy development, also resolve parent-adolescent conflict, because it's normal to kind of conflict with parents, and then establish parent-adolescent attachment. There is certainly peer pressure and conformity, and that peaks in early adolescence. So conformity can be positive and it can be negative. Friendships are where you build intimacy, trust, loyalty, and commitments. Intimacy and friendship refers to the sharing of personal thoughts. So that, if you're able to do, helps with identity and sexual and emotional development. Your peer groups are like cliques and crowds. And sometimes as social workers, we help teach social skills. So that involves active group member participation at each step. There is a slide on gangs with the social dimension. So delinquency, it differentiates gangs from other peer groups. And the risk factors are poverty. Also are like low attachment to mom and dads and family members. And then adolescents have a developmental need to associate with their peer groups. So most members are 14 to 18 years old. They can go as old as 30. And then female gang involvement is reported by law enforcement agencies to be like 6 or 8%. So that happens. And other social dimensions, developmental mismatch and the transition from elementary to middle school, poor goodness of fit, small school to large and impersonal bureaucratic, top dog to bottom dog, shift in peer groups. With puberty, there's concerns about body image that we had talked about before and decreased dependency on parents. And high school dropouts. Oh yeah, there's a book. Did I already show you the book on body image stuff with girls? I'll go grab it. It's one we use with groups for like teenage girls at our agency. Interesting.
Oh, yeah, I think those.
Oh, okay.
Pass it around.
Yeah, just kind of like the pressures girls are up against. I know guys kind of get it too, but I feel like women get the harder end of the stick with it. Like, let's see here. I feel like there was a couple of things in here also. They even have some TED Talks on it.
Among my friends, the biggest insecurity is probably like what their body looks like. Not so much their face, but what their body is. Like they always complain like, oh, I'm too chubby, or like, oh, I look like this.
I have struggled with my body. Yeah, I feel sometimes really insecure in my own skin about it. My legs, for instance, there's that whole entire like trend in the media about the thigh gap. Like I don't have that, like that makes me not normal, that makes me not beautiful. I think I've gotten to the point where I accept that. I don't know, I still kind of struggle with that.
I have this friend who's like super skinny and like, cause she's always dancing. And I feel like I wish that like, my mom says I'm skinny or something, but not all the time that makes you really think that you're actually skinny because it's from your mom or your dad. And they just tell you the best things about you. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. And so I wear black leggings because I feel they make me look small or skinny.
People used to call me fat all the time, and it would really bring me down, especially within my friend group at school. All the girls are so skinny, like it's crazy. I don't like think I'm large or anything like that, but I'm definitely not as skinny as all my friends. And I used to really struggle with that, especially in the beginning of the years of high school.
I just want to kind of fit in the best that I can.
Sometimes my height comes into being insecure because like I'm so much taller than like most of my friends. I was by far the tallest girl, always. And up until about like literally like senior year of high school this year, I was taller than a lot of the boys in my class. I hated it. Like it drove me crazy. Like I would come back from camp even, and my mom would always say to me like, oh, you have the tall girl slouch. Like you have to stand up more, because I literally slouch. So I was shorter.
They would say all sorts of things to me, and it was really hurtful, but just brush it off. It's fine.
The other day, this girl I know posted on her Finsta saying people that don't look good in bikinis shouldn't go out in public in bikinis, and it started like this whole big thing, and it hurt a lot of like my own friends' feelings.
The other day, actually, I saw a comment on one of my really good friends. It was saying, "You're so fat, like you need to lose weight."
When I was in middle school, they had Decade Day. I dressed as Madonna, and a kid in my grade came up to me and he goes, "Who are you supposed to be?" I'm like, I'm Madonna. And he goes, "Isn't Madonna supposed to be skinny?" I don't know, what do you even say to that?
In 8th grade, I didn't necessarily struggle with an eating disorder, but I definitely like went through periods of time where I would be like fasting.
Lately, there are a lot of people out there who advertise having a larger butt or larger breasts and then a tiny skinny waist.
I know a term nowadays is slim thick. So even if some parts of you are slim, other parts of you have to be full. And you know, it has to be a good balance in everything in your face. Everything has to be proportional.
Honestly, I just don't really feel comfortable in my own skin sometimes. I just don't look in the mirror often and just call it a day. I just don't feel comfortable about my height, how my face structure is, sometimes the nose. I don't know. I just avoid looking in the mirror because if I do, then I'll just think of how I want to be. But if I don't, I just think, hey, this is how I am. Let's deal with it.
I would just say find something that you love on your body. You have to love something.
I like about my body is that I have good muscles in my leg from doing all that flipping and cartwheel and handstands. I have strong arms and legs for gymnastics. My body's strong. I could almost do a split.
I really like my eyes. I think they're really big and nice.
I have green eyes. I like them.
My eyes.
I like how everything like looks and how everything is on the inside also.
I like my skin color because it's different than most people and it's just unique about me.
Sometimes I look into the mirror and I'm like, I'm so beautiful, and that makes me feel better.
It's always put into people's head that you have to wear a 2-piece when you go to the beach, or, you know, if you're fat, then you wear a 1-piece. That's totally not true. I'm not the smallest person. I'm not the biggest person, but I do have curves and I do have parts of my body that I'm not ashamed of. So I do wear a 2-piece. And if people don't like it, I don't care. You can look away. I'm sorry. I'm confident in my body. And if you don't like that, then there's maybe something that you're not confident about your own body. If girls think that there's only one standard of beauty, then they'll feel left out if people like them are included in that dialogue. So if there's more representation, then you won't feel like that need to have to change yourself in order to conform to society's beauty standards. So I feel like being able to be more inclusive will really mend that gap.
When people watch this video, they might think to themselves, I am empowered. You know what? I am pretty. I am who I am.
Do you guys think females have to deal with it more than males do with body image stuff in society?
Yeah.
Or which group do you think, I should say? I should make it a non-biased question. And if so, why or how? Like, what's the push?
Women.
Women. I feel like it has been that way for quite a while too. Do they still talk about going into college to getting an MRS degree? Have you guys ever heard that before? An MRS degree. So they used to say it a lot. Let me see if I can find anything on it. I bet you it will pop up. Go to college for MRS degree? Question mark. So AI says MRS degree is slang term for attending college with the primary goal of finding a husband. A concept peaked during the 1950s and 60s when women's career opportunities were limited. College is a place where many people meet their spouses. The modern perspective, heavily influenced by the feminist movement and economic changes, is that women attend college to pursue career goals, personal achievement, in addition to or instead of marriage. Critics argue pursuing only an MRS degree devalues education and can lead to financial insecurity, especially in today's economy. So, yeah, there is a lot of stuff in the past that had mentioned the MRS degree. I'm sure there's a couple pieces on that too. But there's that. There is something on ABC News here. I don't know if it's because it's ABC, it would actually block me. There's one last documentary I wanted you guys to possibly check out. And it was about Paris Hilton and PTSD. So it was, This Is Paris. Gosh, I feel like I've shown it before, and because it was like her channel or on YouTube, it was okay.
Oh.
So
This is Paris Hilton.
because we're used to hearing about trauma in regards to poverty, and it's interesting to see that somebody from like the Hilton Hotel family could also have something happen to her. So that there's kind of like, either one of you ever seen this about Paris Hilton or know who she is? Have you heard of Paris Hilton?
Yeah.
You ever stayed in a Hilton hotel or seen those? That her family apparently owns that one. So she's like one of those. Gosh, she was like a self promoter forever. Like all she did was self promotion. So yeah, they actually explain how she got popular here, but it was after her trauma in her teenage years. I think she's actually a billionaire too, which is kind of rare. Millionaire is big, but then the billionaire is even crazy.
Paris Hilton is a new breed of celebrity, famous for being famous.
She is the great-granddaughter of the hotel magnate Conrad Hilton, the model and the gossip column favorite.
Hilton Mania climaxed this week. More than 13 million people watched her show, The Simple Life.
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot.
Paris Hilton is everywhere. Washing her Bentley, eating a Carl's Jr. burger. America has embraced Paris's brand.
All you hear people talking about the Paris Hilton sex video.
She had a sex
Paris
video.
is an irresistible punchline.
Wow, that's really her. Paris, over here. I don't get it. What'd she do? She's totally spoiled and snobby. What does she do?
Ditch the old blonde girl going to parties image and now become this big businesswoman. 17 product lines. You're going to start a hotel chain, not a Hilton chain, your wife. This is big business.
That's hot. That's hot. That's it. Love that.
You're the #1 female DJ in the world, and you get paid $1 million per DJ gig.
The life you have now, I mean, is it everything you want it to be? Is there a next level?
shoes. Diamond, come here, honey. I love you.
When I first started this film, I honestly don't even recognize that person anymore. Ever since we started shooting this, I've realized a lot more about myself.
I'm nervous, I'm shaking. It's hard to even eat because my stomach is just like turning. I don't know, it's something that's very personal and not something I like talking about. I feel like the whole world thinks they know me because I've been playing this character for so long.
I've always heard that people hang out at Walmart. Why?
I don't know.
What is Walmart? It's like they sell wall stuff? What is it?
That's not me. No one really knows who I am. Something happened in my childhood that I've never talked about with anyone. I still have nightmares about it. I wish I could bring like a camera into my dreams and like show you what it's like. It's terrifying. And I relive that every night. I experienced it, and to this day, I'm still traumatized. And I think the only way to have these nightmares stop is to do something about it.
I'll see if they cut it off on my stream.
All right, here we go. I'll just be normal. Sorry, I'm so used to like playing a character that it's like hard for me to like be normal. I always, like when a camera's around, like turn into someone else. We're driving to my grandfather's house. My grandfather doesn't know we're shooting there. Like he has no idea, like hates cameras. I did not inherit that part from him.
Diamond.
When I talk, do you want me looking in the camera or just looking off camera?
Right past it. I'm gonna be next to it.
Okay.
Right, we go back to it again, real walk.
What do you mean I'm not on a runway? So cute that he put this up. These pictures are so classic. This is my grandfather Baron and his brother Nikki Hilton and my grandmother Marilyn.
Did you make all these?
Yeah. God. Glued all the crystals on myself. There's me, Nancy Reagan, and my parents. My family has always been very conservative. Being part of this family, it's a lot of pressure, it's a lot of weight, because I feel like I'm carrying on a legacy.
Oh, wow. Look at Ferris.
Well, my grandfather created an insane empire of hotels. And growing up, that was a lot to live up to. It was hard to just like totally be myself.
Hi, Stars.
I was nicknamed Star
What are you excited about, Star?
because I was his first baby. My dad always was filming everything. So I just remember always having a camera around. As a little girl, it was just this free spirit. I'd not been through any trauma yet.
Give me
me a pretty face. Give me a nice face.
Paris came over and I always would do her makeup. I think there was probably too much focus when she was little on how beautiful she was, honestly.
You want to see a pretty face?
Yeah.
Cute face.
And what's your face then?
Little poopy face.
Do you think you're gorgeous?
No, I think he is.
You look a little bit like your mom.
Growing up, my mom and her sisters were child actresses and models.
Goodbye, Tommy.
My grandmother was a single mom, and my mom was a model ever since she was a baby. There's just so many beautiful photos of her when she's a little girl. My grandmother saw something in me.
Action! Oh my God. Grace Kelly. Lantern.
Always making me feel that I can be whoever I wanted to be.
Excuse me, are you that famous actress? What's your name again?
Paula Abdul.
Bo Derek. Or is that Paris Hilton? Could be better than any of them.
Here's a short one. Star, I want to put these on first. I don't want these on.
But my mom didn't want me in the modeling and acting worlds. And I think she just wanted something different for me.
You cannot take these things because these are mine.
Well, I'm gonna get them scanned.
No, I'm saying these things are mine.
That's so cute. Am I like 11 here?
Like 9. And here's you starting to walk now. When you were, this was your first birthday. And you know how I know that you talked? We would say, Paris, who's the president of the United States? Do you remember what you'd say?
I was 1, don't even remember.
But you'd say Bushy George.
I look at my mom and dad, they've been together since my mom was 15. My mom was 19 when she had me.
We always loved the city Paris, and we wanted a beautiful, unique name. And we looked at her and we said, this is Paris. Rick is very private. And I don't think he was really comfortable doing an interview and explaining his life story or his family's. The Hilton family, there are 8 children. The first 5, they got millions and millions of dollars. And then the 3 younger ones, they did not.
Here we are, the new staircase location.
So my husband and I, we worked.
Hello, honey.
My mom just wanted my sister and I to be like these little princesses. I went to Catholic school for most of my childhood. My mom always taught me to be very proper, private, and to always portray that everything's perfect. My mom just wanted me to be a Hilton. And I just wanted to be Paris.
Alpha, Beta, Charlie, take 1.
Can I just preface this by saying I don't do these types of interviews? In the past 20 years, I've chosen to not really partake in them. But in order for this to be genuine and authentic, there's no one in the world that knows her better than me. So funny. Because her brand is a lot more glamorous than she is. She's a chick who likes to scrapbook at home with her dogs, eat leftovers.
Yas.
She sounds like Homer Simpson. No, but she's very normal. Paris, let's f***ing go.
I know.
Move it for the animals.
Brush my fangs.
I don't want to be late.
It's my most normal thing in the world to be late.
I don't even know how we're related.
Bye guys, love you.
Dude, I don't have a little square. I have no square, so I'm bringing all these wires.
Paris is addicted to drama.
Oh, no. Go. I'm not leaving my sunglasses. I can't.
You were going to a f***ing animal
I
bag.
know, but I need them.
No, you do not.
Yes, I do. It'll take one second. If they're on the table, please.
Always has to be fast-paced, going, and even leaving the house and losing the phone and running back to get the laptop. There's always some form of dramedy. I'm going in the car.
I swear to God, they're right on the counter. God damn it, this is f***ing purse.
My gorgeous sisters on our way to the Animal Haven charity.
I can't even fake a smile right now because you're so annoying.
Go! Just ruined the whole snap. Sorry, I'm a little late. But are you mad at me?
Yes.
Sorry.
It's rude.
I know. I apologize.
Nick, okay, no fighting, you guys. We're not gonna talk if we fight.
I'll try to get you guys to the trauma.
I want to be a
This
dog
is-
doctor, a cat doctor, a bird doctor. It was just such a change from like 13 to 15.
Good morning, guys. Merry Christmas Eve. Good morning, Mom. Stars, turn around. Show me what you got. Look at Dad. That's pretty, Paris.
My sister and I were teenagers. We moved to New York. I was the new girl at school. I dealt with a lot of bullying and the girls kind of ganging up on me and being mean to me. In New York, there's this socialite scene. Everyone knew who I was. My mom had us go to etiquette classes. So we basically were taught how to be debutantes. It's very proper, very prim. Almost like a Stepford wife. It just didn't seem real or natural to me. I wasn't allowed to go out or go on dates or school dances because my parents were so strict.
No dating, no makeup, no this, no that. Everyone had late curfews. No, you had to be home early. No. And then finally, she was just like doing what I want.
In New York, 14, 15, 16, everything that I didn't want her to do, she wanted to do. Getting into modeling, and I was just like, no. Not a good scene.
I always loved Patricia Field and Betsy Johnson. It was kind of like this whole fashion dream world for me. The pink hair and glitter and the shortest little skirts. That's how I was dressing.
She'd buy wigs, necklaces that said sexy, hot bitch. What? I'm thinking, no, this is too much for me. This is crazy.
And then I got a really good fake ID.
She was just gone in the night. And my mother would be up all night calling every nightclub, threatening them.
I think I just got addicted to the nightlife. I felt accepted. I just felt like the queen of the night. And that's where I really became Paris.
Finally, I locked her in the room. I was afraid she could run into a predator, get kidnapped. Fear, to me, is the most powerful feeling there is. Fear. more than pain, more than love, more than hate, more than like, more than fear. And I thought this was the worst mistake ever moving here. I got to get her out of here.
I was just a kid living in New York, going to high school, obviously ditching a lot of class, whatever, but I feel like my parents were scared and they didn't want their reputations to be ruined because Page Six was writing all these stories. So I felt like I was just kind of just sent away to be hidden.
All you ever wanted was the best for your child.
I first sent her to an outdoor wilderness program.
It's for teenage boys and girls needing a change of attitude and direction.
There's all these places called emotional growth schools. The first place was in the middle of nowhere. We were building other camps, basically doing manual labor all day long. It was just constant yelling at, like, boot camp style. So I whispered to one of the girls, like, let's get out of here tonight.
So this is kind of where some of the trauma began. This was very popular in the 90s. You send kids that were bad to a wilderness school and they have to live in the middle of the mountains.
She got away.
We ran through cornfields, through mountains. The guys that worked at the camp grabbed us, and then we got back and they literally just beat the hell out of us in front of everyone, just to let everyone know, if you run away, this is what happens. And then they sent me to this other place, which was hell too, and I ran away from there.
She jumped down an entire flight of stairs.
They shut down highways, they shut down the airport.
I escaped from the scent, Cascade, Sea-Doo, all of these emotional growth schools.
We're just spending all our time trying to figure out, should we move to the moon? What do we do?
I'm like, please, can I just go home? I've already been through so much. I promise I'll never go to a club again. Please, like, I can't go back to these places. Like, you have no idea. There was no convincing them, no matter what I said. So I just didn't trust them. It made me not trust anyone, not even my own family. Even to this day, it's really hard for me to let anyone in. I'm like scared, like I haven't got to experience like real life, like having a family and being like in love. I want to change.
Yes. Where are we going to the yacht?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay. So the last piece
Are you
is
serious?
when they kidnapped her.
She's never told me that. In Utah?
And they sent her to this school, which was in Utah.
Oh shit. Popping bottles. Cheers, bitch.
Cheers. Again.
I look beyond.
No, you do not.
The woman has been up since 5 in the morning. I went to bed at 1:30.
The woman looks
I
amazing.
woke up 5 times. Having nightmares as always. I have like dreams of like my real life. Like when I was like taken from my house, like by people and like being locked up somewhere. Hi. You're so gorgeous.
Thank you. What have you guys been doing?
Chilling, just thinking about life and why I have nightmares. Remember that like random school I went to?
In Salt Lake City?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember like 7 years ago, I was in Europe and I met someone who was at one of those places with you and I put you on the phone with them?
What did he say?
That you guys were at this place and it was just like mental. It was like abuse.
There it is.
So these have all been shut down ever since. They don't really do them
Starty's room.
Did you visit me there?
this bad anymore because
I don't remember, but then I saw a video. Wasn't I there?
You don't remember it?
No.
I feel like we both blocked it out. Mom and Dad always loved like hiding things from
Everything. They're the king and queen of sweeping everything under the rug.
Yeah.
My parents always hid everything from us. So I would listen on the phone. That's how I got all my intel. And I remember it was a school night. It was the middle of the night. And I just heard screaming, bloody murder. I knew there was a takedown in the works. I didn't know it was people coming in and capturing her.
I thought I was being kidnapped. I started screaming for Mom and Dad, like, help me. And no one came. As they were taking me, I saw my parents standing by their door, crying. And I was like, please help me, what's happening? And no one would tell me what was happening.
And then in the morning, it was breakfast, and Paris didn't come to the breakfast table. And my parents were like smiling, like everything's fine. And we didn't ask any questions. And then I think they said she like went to boarding school. Because they were always trying to protect us and shield us.
Did you ever get like nervous that would happen to you? Because if they didn't really explain it to you on why she was going away, did you ever feel like
She was very naughty.
What?
She was.
Did you talk to her about things? Did you?
I told on her with everything.
Thanks,
I would
bitch.
listen on the phone. Have you ever said sorry to Mom and Dad?
No.
Like,
I
how?
went through hell too.
I know.
The last school that I went to was Provo Canyon School. And that was the worst of the worst. There's no getting out of there. You're sitting on a chair, staring at a wall all day long, getting yelled at or hit. I felt like a lot of the people who work there got off on torturing children and seeing them naked. They would prescribe everyone all these pills. I didn't know what they were giving me. I would just feel so tired and numb. Some people in that place were just gone. Like the lights are on, no one's home. A lot of people were on suicide watch. And I was so scared that was going to happen to me. So eventually I found out a way to not take the pills. But everyone would tell on everyone, and they found a Kleenex with all of the pills in it. And I got in so much trouble for that. Solitary confinement. Like something out of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. They'd make people take their clothes off and go in there like for 20 hours. Felt like I was going crazy. Someone was in the other room that was like in a straitjacket, screaming. I was just freezing. I was starving. I was alone. I was scared. My parents were in New York. They didn't know. But I was so angry and so upset that I hated them. I was a Provo for 11 months. And the only thing that saved my sanity was thinking about what I wanted to do and who I wanted to become when I got out of there. I was going to do everything in my power to be so successful that my parents could never control me again. When I turned 18 and got out of Provo, it was one of the happiest moments of my life. I just wanted to be independent, make a name for myself, and build my brand. I knew that would be the ultimate freedom. And that's when I met David LaChapelle. David LaChapelle is one of the most iconic photographers in the world. David said we need to shoot your grandparents' house.
So, not to cut off, but for brevity, that was the one, that last stay in a school. It was found to be abusive. They did shut it down. Like they used to send teams there and just like beat the hell out of you, like kids 16, 17, 18. It was normal in the 90s to go on these like excursions that they thought would bring about rehabilitation, but it brought out more trauma. So it just kind of like messed them up more. So finishing up with adolescence, I know we had the puberty, dependency on parents, high school dropouts. With teenage homelessness, this is another agency I worked for in Cincinnati called Lighthouse Youth Services. They had a homeless shelter for 16 to 19-year-olds. Actually, it's now 13 to 19-year-olds. So those who may have been physically or sexually abused in the home in the previous year and they run away, possibly substance dependence or criminal activity, suicidal thoughts. There's 2 million youth that are homeless, and that was a stat 9 years ago. So I'm sure it's different now. I wanted to finish on that one, and then we'll start with the last 11 slides in the next class. If you guys, do you all have more classes? You all done?